Dear children, today we'll start the new chapter Magic Bonbons, that is from Literature Reader and written by L. Frank Baum. Before beginning the lesson, let's know something about the author. The author is L. Frank Baum. The full name of L. Frank Baum was Lyman Frank Baum, who was born on May 15, 1856 in a wealthy family in New York. Actually, the author was not blessed with the best of health, so he had to be educated at home. His hobbies were reading, writing, and collecting stamps. Although he wrote many plays, articles, short stories, but finally he became successful as a children's author. If we talk about a few names of the famous stories written by L. Frank Baum, they were The Wizard of Oz, The Road to Oz, Ozama of Oz, The Emerald City of Oz, etc. For the better understanding of the chapter, let's discuss the summary first. Once upon a time, there lived a woman in Boston whose name was Claribel Surtees. And once she goes to visit Dr. Dawes, who was very wise and an old chemist and practiced in magic. The reason behind visiting Dr. Dawes was that Claribel actually did not have any talent but had a great desire to go on the stage. Because Dr. Dawes practiced in magic, so he prepares a small selection of magic candies for a big amount of money, and these magic candies could enable the eater with specific talents. And the candies were like this. Number 1, a lavender confection, a lavender candy, which could enable a person to dance gracefully. The second one was a pink colored candy, which could enable the person to sing like a nightingale. The third was of white color, which could enable the person to speak gracefully in the public. Fourth was of chocolate color. By eating this candy, a person could be extremely skillful at playing piano. And the next one was a lemon yellow candy, which could enable a person to kick things very high. After buying all these candies from Dr. Dawes, Claribel Surtees was very happy because now she could gain a lot of talents which she did not have earlier. She took the box happily, and while going back to her home, she goes to a store to buy something. When she was buying something from the store, somehow she forgot the box on the counter of the store. When Claribel Surtees comes out of the store, a girl, Bessie, entered the same store to buy something. Bessie buys a lot of things from the store, and in a confusion, she brings the box with all other shopping bags. As soon as she reaches home, she finds that there is an extra box with her. As soon as she opens the box, she finds that there were a few candies in it. She thought them to be the normal candies and ate one of them that was of chocolate color. Although Bessie did not know how to play piano very well, but as soon as she eats that bonbon, that candy, she feels an urge to play the piano and gives a superb performance. It was just because of the magic of that candy. As soon as the mother listens to the beautiful music, she comes downstairs and becomes very happy. Meanwhile, Bessie's father, Mr. Bostwick, also entered the house with two other guests, a Yale professor and a senator. When they saw the candies on the table, each of them took one candy and ate it, except the senator. The senator took one of the candies and kept it in the pocket. Because of the magic of the candy, Mr. Bostwick lost control and started singing very loudly in a shrill voice. Suddenly, Mrs. Bostwick also started reciting poetry. The professor also started acting very strangely, and as soon as the soup dish was brought to him, he kicked it very high to the ceiling. The senator, who did not have any candy, was very much surprised to see the people there acting strangely in a different manner. He becomes annoyed and leaves the house at once. Next day, he had to deliver the speech in public. When he tries to write the speech, he found himself unable to write the speech because he was totally upset because of the odd behavior of Mr. Bostwick, Mrs. Bostwick, and the Yale professor. Next day, when he was just about to deliver the speech, he was sitting on the stage and was feeling very nervous. In this nervousness, he took the candy out of his pocket and ate it, just to soothe his throat. When his turn comes to speak, instead of delivering a speech, he started dancing like a very skilled dancer. Everyone present in the audience was very surprised, but they could not understand the reason behind this strange behavior. But Claribel Surtz, who was present in the audience, was very smart, and at once she understood that Senator had eaten one of the magic bonbons. The senator's friends tried to drag him out of the hall, but all the way he was dancing. When Senator came out of the effect of that magic bonbon, he felt very bad, and finally it took him a lot of time to regain his reputation in the public. Whereas the Bostwick family did not take much time to recover from that odd behavior. Claribel Surtz, after that incident, might have gone to Dr. Dawes once again to buy more of the magic bonbons. We can assume this from the fact that presently she is a successful stage actress. So, finally, the story ends with the fact that Claribel Surtz went to Dr. Dawes to buy some more magic bonbons, but this time she did not commit any mistake and kept them very safely and became a successful actress. Dear children, tomorrow we'll continue with the explanation of the chapter.